Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about the mistakes and pitfalls you can get into when trying to find winners. The first pitfall I'm going to talk about are stats. Now you can go onto any website, betting website or racing website, or listen to any of the commentators or tipsters on two racing channels, and you'll find a multitude of stats, i.e. Trainer A has a good record at this course of 35%, jockey B has a great strike rate at this course over this distance, and so on and so on. Now, when it comes to stats, you have to remember that obviously this is only telling you what's gone on in the past. And nothing stays the same. We all know that in our everyday lives, things change. So having stats as an essential point of winner finding will lead to you losing money in the long run, because those stats will change. And anyone that tells you any different is deluded, doesn't understand the nature of time. So be very, very careful when you are listening to information about stats. You know, yes, you can have a trainer-jockey combination that has a 100% strike rate at course, say, Beverley, and they might have a runner today. They might have won the past 4 times they've teamed up together. But there's no guarantee that that will, work again, either the next run or the run after that, or so on and so on. Stats are very prevalent in bookmaker sites for the simple reason that bookmakers know things change, and that stats are in the long term meaningless. So avoid stats at all costs when trying to find winners. The other big pitfall that people can fall into are sectional times and time figures. Now, sectional times and time figures again will tell you what happened in that certain race you are looking at. Now, this is all very good for telling you how the race was run and what finished where and how fast a horse finished the last 2 furlongs and so on and so on. I mean, if you go on to Racing TV, Angus McNay will talk about sectional times till the cows come home. He loves the subject. And obviously, why wouldn't he? He's paid to talk about it. But they only tell you what has happened, not what will happen. And this is a pitfall that many bettors fall into. They try and look back and try and associate what happened previously to what's going to happen now on this particular race they're looking at. The mindset you need to get into is to approach each race with an open mind. So look at your race, don't look at stats, look at form. Now, form is pretty easy to work out with practice. You can look at how horses are weighted, you can look at how they run previously, and work out your own opinion. Using stats, sectional times, pace figures will not make you profit in the long term, because things will change. Horses change, trainers, owners change, jockeys change, everything changes, life changes. So while they might seem easy and striking things to find out when it comes to winners, and if somebody on the telly says so and so has a strike rate of 50%, then your mind sort of processes that and thinks, well, that's very easy, I just back that and I'm 50% of the time I'm going to win. No, don't do it. Don't follow anybody that tells you about stats are going to find you winners in the future. It's just not going to happen long term. So there you go, my 2 pitfalls and traps that people can fall into when trying to pick winners. Keep away from them and you will do a lot better in the long term. Thanks for listening. Bye. My name's Carl Nicholson, and I hope you found this video very useful and educational. And I hope it's something that you can refer back to time and time again. If you want any free tips or want to join my service, you can do at valuebacking.com, or you can follow me on Twitter for free tips at valuebacking.